Welcome, folks. It's Bob and Mike and Tristan with Last Minute Betting. How you all doing tonight? Appreciate you joining us. We're brought to you by OddsJam, the premier odds comparison for sports bettors worldwide. Don't forget, I have in the description below some links to get on BetMGM and Fanatics. Jump in there and get on them right now. We are on Twitch, we're on YouTube, we're on X. Like the show, subscribe on the YouTube channel, and follow us all on X. If you would, we would very, very, very much appreciate it. Even though every once in a while we may go dark. Oh yeah.
I don't know what you meant by that even.
Well, Tristan went dark there. He turned his camera on.
The dog kept
okay. That's called going dark. So people can't see you. It's a military term, Mike.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad to know that.
You learned something new. USA loses to Sweden yesterday, but they're still in the finals against Canada, which we all knew it was going to come down to the USA and Canada. Tristan, I'm going to go to you first.
Yeah, there's
USA or Canada win?
Oh, I'm going USA. I mean, what do you think I am? I'm not going to betray my own country.
Well, yeah, but there's players on Canada that.
Well, USA's got the better team. Yesterday was just unlucky with a bunch of iron shots.
Yeah, they did hit the post several times. Yeah, I agree. But the under was the play yesterday, baby. I was all over that, baby. Under 6 was the play. I wish I would have taken under 5.5, though. That would have been really a nice play. But yeah. So USA all the way, and I'm rooting for the USA. But,
and we got our first period. We got Sweden to score over 0.5 goals and over 1.5 for the total period. There's 3 goals in the game. They were all in the first period. So
yeah,
we'll take that.
That is true.
Yeah, I mean, I it didn't quite go like I thought. I mean, I'll give the guys credit; they're out there playing still. But we knew the U.S. wasn't going to have their foot off. They were going to let off the gas a little bit because there was nothing they could gain from this game.
Well, give Finland credit for, coming to play against Canada, and give Sweden credit, man. They did not want to lose. They wanted to win.
I was a little surprised, but yeah. Couple shots off the iron. You can't really win a game when you got 5 shots off the iron. So
okay, let's get something straight here. Every time I talk that shit about my team, I hear crap from you. That's part of the game. Okay.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying it's unlucky.
I thought Sweden outplayed them. I don't think it had anything to do with luck. I honestly thought Sweden outplayed them. They were the better team. They really were.
I disagree there, but
well. Tristan, one of these days you're going to understand that hockey's my life.
Do you not think I sit and watch Panthers games every night?
That's not hockey, okay? That's Florida hockey. Hockey belongs in cold weather cities, okay? Like St. Louis, like Canadian cities, not in Florida.
Hey, the Cup resides in Florida right now, bro.
Yeah.
And the Cup has been in Florida for a while because Tampa Bay won 2 in a row.
There you go.
They went back to back and were going for the 3-peat, and they weren't able to get it done. But yeah,
whatever. Don't talk to me about pucks going off the iron and all that kind of shit. Nobody's ever let me use that as an excuse ever. We're not using it for the United States. The United States.
I wasn't using it. I was just stating the obvious that it was just unlucky.
Listen to Stephen Batza. There you go. I'm willing to betray my own country. I think Canada may beat the USA. Also, the political aspect isn't to be underestimated. That is true. They want to make a statement after they lost. Yeah, and I'll tell you what. I said this on my radio show yesterday, Tristan. Nathan McKinnon, Connor McDavid have to score. Well, guess what? They both scored along with Braden Point. You know.
All I know is there's going to be a shit ton of fighting in that game, which is my guesstimate.
Maybe. I don't know what we're going to, I don't know what we're in for here. Here's what I know. Worried for the U.S. because of this reason. Charlie McAvoy really set the tone in that first game. He's going to be out. That's a tough loss for the U.S. Charlie McAvoy is a good player. He set the tone with all the checking we were talking about from the U.S. Charlie McAvoy was setting the tone with that. And then Tkachuk obviously banged up as well. So that's good.
More body injury. Although I will say this, Matthew Tkachuk has a future in being an analyst on hockey games. His interview the other night, my grandson and I were watching it, and we both said, man, he does a good job. Really good. Yeah. They both scored in the first few minutes against Finland. Yeah, exactly. And McKinnon had 2 goals. McKinnon and McDavid, if they're going, U.S. is in trouble. And you got Crosby, who's dishing out the assists. Did you see the pass that he made to McKinnon? On the tape, man. From behind
what game was that? Was that the
That was the last game.
Oh, no, I couldn't watch that one. But from what I saw yesterday, I think USA had the upper hand. They were getting out. Although Finland did, was it Finland they played?
No, Sweden.
Sweden did have the forechecking down packed. So I think that was a huge plus for them.
Sweden played good. I didn't watch a lot of it. So, to be honest with you, I didn't have too much interest in that game just because it really meant nothing. But
man, their goalie put on his show last night.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I still think USA beats Canada. It's just my opinion. You don't have to go with what I say, but
it's a tough call here. We know Canada's coming out for revenge. If we are being honest, Canada's roster wise, Canada has the deeper team. There's no doubt about it. Canada very much has the deeper team.
I really didn't know about McAvoy. That really,
that changes things.
And Matthew too. Don't forget about Matthew.
I know that. But I agree. But
if both of them are out, then that changes.
But the thing with McAvoy, remember, Tkachuk missed a lot of that game against Canada, so he wasn't even really a factor. McAvoy was a big factor in that game. While it may not show up on the stat sheet, Charlie McAvoy was a big part of that win against Canada. He's gone now. They at least were without Tkachuk. For how long? Most of the game. So
yeah, and McAvoy's gets a heck of a lot more ice time than Tkachuk does. He's going to probably play 25, 26 minutes. So having him out as a defenseman, that's a big blow. Pinnacle has Canada favored, -113 money line, USA +100.
It's not too big of a. That's still like a toss up. I was expecting -130.
Yeah, definitely a toss up. It could go either way. Let's face it.
It all depends on if, because I know Brady Tkachuk was injured as well. The late last period.
Right, he got injured in that game also. So you got both Tkachuk boys hurt and McAvoy out.
Yeah,
does not bode well. I guarantee you, Canada's going to jump on their ass.
Yeah, because let's put it this way. Let's just go down some of the names that they have. They've got Nathan McKinnon, who's probably going to be
who?
Nathan McKinnon. Yeah, who? McKinnon. You got McKinnon, McDavid. They got Crosby. They've got Bennett. They've got Reinhart. They've got Marner. I mean, they've got a hell of a lot of talent.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Why are you not rooting for Bennett and Reinhart?
To be honest, I completely forgot Reinhart was.
Well, and Bennett. Bennett and Reinhart are there.
Bennett and Reinhart.
Both of them, yeah.
Go down. Bennett.
Matter of fact, Reinhart had 3 assists in that game against Finland.
I'm still going USA. I can't not.
Didn't your boy Barkov? Did Barkov play for Finland?
Well, yeah, he's
okay, all right. So you had a lot of Panthers in there, and probably didn't realize it, did you?
No, I did. Of course, I did. I'm not blind.
I'm just going to tell you right now. I'm going to throw this out there. I've already said it to Mike. I've said it to everybody I talked to. Jordan Binnington is going to the place where he won Game 7 of the Stanley Cup. Yeah. He is going to try to replicate what he did in 2019. They're going to have a tough time. All the goals that Binnington has given up have been late goals with them pulling the goaltender. Other than that, you get him in the first 2.5 periods, he has been lights out. So watch out.
Now look out for the guy who, let's face it, this guy's going to end up winning the Hart Trophy this year. It's Nathan McKinnon. He's unstoppable. He's scoring every freaking game. Has he scored every game so far, or did he not win game?
He did not score against the USA.
I think it was Chris Kreider who scored.
Kreider, but Kreider scored against Finland when Canada. Kreider didn't play against Canada.
No, he did not.
Give me USA plus 1.5. Sorry, Steven, but
those plus 1.5 odds suck.
Well, I mean, if you're putting a parlay, then I guess you can.
Oh yeah, I guess if you're doing a
straight bet, I probably would.
Yeah. I don't know. I think this may be that worries me. It could be a 1-goal game, but I think if anybody's going to win by 2 or more goals, I agree. Canada's minus 1.5 is more likely than US minus 1.5. The revenge factor is huge here. There's a lot of things that are going against the USA right now with injuries. Again,
that
I don't
really
think
sucks though. If Matthew got hurt and he has to come back to Florida hurt.
Yeah, I think he'll be okay.
Same with McAvoy. I know he's not on Florida, but whenever he's going back to their team, now you got hurt, and Brady's probably hurt. So
let's go with.
It's not a good thing. It's definitely not.
Let's see what Canada money line and under 5.5 goals gives us. Plus 253, plus 251. But it's going to be pretty close to the same thing, whether you got USA or Canada. So, you know what? I honestly, I'm rooting for my team, my country, but I think Canada's going to win this, guys.
Yeah, just got to look out for injury news tomorrow. Then I'd make a judgment call after that.
Well, Mike already told you. McAvoy's out.
Yeah, McAvoy, I know is for sure out. But if
and again, that's a big thing. I mean, I as much as I like Matthew Tkachuk and as important of a player as he is, I mean, they beat Canada with him not really being a factor other than a fight, right? I mean, that was really all he brought to that game. And again, I love Matthew Tkachuk, but now Brady, I worry about because Brady was really getting into checking too, and you know why he was. Because McAvoy was setting the tone. That's what he said. Brady Tkachuk said, yeah, McAvoy was setting the tone.
Okay. McAvoy is in Massachusetts General Hospital.
Oh, geez.
Okay. He sustained an upper body injury in the game. He is not playing. And you know what? That's huge too. Without McAvoy, that's his home rink.
That too. Yeah, that's his home rink. And again, it's not no, Charlie McAvoy is not a top 5 player in the NHL. Nobody's saying that. But But for a game like this and what that guy can bring, Charlie McAvoy's a hell of a player. Yeah. And that's the one positive you had going in that game that you did win was him and Brady and those guys checking very, very heavily.
It's the forecheck, man. Once they start doing that, it's all bets are off.
I worry that Canada's going to try to utilize their speed finally.
Oh yeah, 100% with McDavid and the guys.
McDavid and McKinnon, yeah, with
got
those
a rocket for a pair of skates.
And don't forget about Braden Point. I know Braden Point's still a guy you can't. He's a quick skater too. Mark Stone can't. They've just got a lot of gritty guys.
You know what the key to the whole game is? You ready?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you the key to the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
Connor Hellebuck.
Okay.
He's got to steal the game. If he can do that, and let's face it, best goaltender in hockey.
Yeah.
Last couple of years.
Yeah.
Pretty well.
Yeah.
Oh, don't give me Bob.
Oh, yes.
Dude,
that's a long stretch statement you just said.
Did he not just win the Vezina Trophy?
Yes, he's won the Vezina Trophy. Yes.
Okay, then that's the best goaltender.
It's basically like the Conn Smythe. No one gives a shit. Just saying.
Bob didn't win the Conn Smythe.
Oh, really? I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
Well, McDavid won it because he had like 6 or 7 points in 2 games, and everybody went nuts and said, "Oh my God, he's unbelievable."
He sucks.
And then at the most in Game 6 and Game 7, he disappeared. That's what I worry about. I worry about Connor McDavid disappearing because he has a tendency to do that in really important.
He's a dirty player. He is a dirty player.
Dude, Matthew Tkachuk's a dirty player. Brady's
not more than
dirty.
McDavid.
Just like their old man, who was a St. Louis Blue at one time. He was a dirty player.
Tkachuk, yeah.
Yeah, he was a dirty
player.
Who's
a really dirty player? Fucking Marchand. I hate him. That's like the dirtiest player in NHL history is Brad Marchand.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Dude, back in the old days, they used to swing sticks into each other's heads, okay?
Basically what Marchand does.
Without any helmets on, dude, okay?
Well, I wasn't around back then, so.
No, I know you weren't. You know what? You need a Gordie
Howe hat. For his era, I would say, Marchand's definitely.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. For his era.
Is there anything on the EV page, Mike?
Oh yeah, there's some stuff. We can see what's out here.
Yeah, check it out, would you?
Yeah, I hit a bunch of tennis plays this morning off the EV page. I posted it in our Discord.
Yeah, those EV tennis plays those are nice, man.
Tristan says he wants to see you more in the Discord, Mike.
I want to see you too. Don't think I was just saying him.
I'm in there more than he is. When's the last time he ever commented anything?
Besides the last time you even commented
the show.
Yeah, Bob. See, a two-way street here, bro.
Just the other day with PhD about golf.
Oh, wow. You did one comment on golf, but I didn't see any plays.
I told you what the plays were.
I didn't see the slip.
UConn -8.5 good?
I think so. I mean, coming off that bad loss to Seton Hall, Hey, by the way, Arizona money line last night. I know we took the points plus 1.5, I think, but we talked about money line. Arizona got the job done, so that was a good read. So
I was looking at their spread from the trends page. I was like, do I want to hop on it?
Yeah, should have, man. Should have taken money line and hammered it. I mean,
Mike, these Villanova, Connecticut totals, you need to jump on them.
Yeah, I'm looking at those right. Well, no, they're not out here. What, you're liking the unders here?
No, the overs. Over 137.
No, it's on the under right now.
Not on my page.
It's showing under 137 right here, buddy.
Well, I got over 137 on Hard Rock at plus 151.3% probability.
I like their first half point spread minus 4.5. I do like that. I think I would take the game spread too, Steven. I would take the minus 8.5. But I am going to jump on the minus 4.5 first half for sure. I don't see why not.
I don't mind that.
No, I mean, they're coming off a really, really brutal loss against Seton Hall. I mean, they had no business losing that game.
You guys want a really solid bet for tonight? I don't know how much the odds have moved, but I got Florida Gators over 85.5 team total. I got it at plus 100 on Hard Rock. I think it's like minus 120 now, but I'd still hit that.
What is the line? 80 what?
85.5 team total.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't dislike that.
Against Oklahoma, 22-3 Gators versus 16-9.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about a team in Florida that put up 90 points at Auburn, guys. I mean,
yeah.
And keep in mind, the Gators are one of the only teams that one of the other teams that beat Auburn. Duke and Florida are the only teams that have beat Auburn yet.
Yeah, man, they're pretty damn good this year, the Gators.
Yeah, Florida's really good.
They're really good, yes.
Yeah, Florida is excellent.
Number 2.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Number 2 in the nation. As soon as Mike gets off the EV plays, we're going to look at the rankings, by the way, too, because we got bracketology coming up. March Madness will be here before you know it, folks.
Conference tournaments first.
He said
conference tournaments first, boys. Don't get ahead of yourself. We got to get through conference tournaments first.
You sold Batsa. You sold Batsa. Pissed off UConn. You sold me, Mike, at home. That's what Batsa said to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Got to be the spot. Got to be the spot. And, I mean, let's go for the revenge factor, Steven. Can we throw that in? They lost to Villanova at Villanova by 2 points. Can we throw in a little revenge factor on a pissed off team at home? Sign me up. Sign me up.
All right.
Yeah, I'm sold now for sure as well. I like first half and I like game. They can't let us down. This is too good of a spot. Revenge at home, coming off a bad loss. Yeah. Got to get it. And, we're getting close to tournament time. UConn's defending their title still, whether they really have a shot at winning, three times evenly. Absolutely. We got too many things going for us for UConn. Yeah.
I was looking to take Florida spread, and it's minus 14.
If they score 86, is that 80 over 85.5? So 86 plus. I mean, I honestly think they probably cover that spread because I don't see Oklahoma scoring more than 60 something, honestly. So yeah, I think they cover if they score 80 plus.
I'm with you there.
High 80s, yeah.
Let me take over. I'm going to remove your share in there, Mike, and
okay.
I want to do a couple things here real quick.
Okay.
First off, I want to show the college basketball rankings, and here's where we're at. Auburn 1, Florida 2, Duke 3, Alabama 4, Houston 5, Tennessee 6, Texas A&M 7th, Iowa State 8th, Texas Tech 9th, St. John's 10. Wow. Our next 10, Wisconsin, Michigan, Purdue, Michigan State, 4 Big Ten teams in a row. Missouri, Marquette,
Jesus,
Kentucky, Clemson, Arizona, Maryland, followed by the bottom 5, Mississippi State, Memphis, Kansas, Ole Miss, and Louisville. Louisville actually moved up 4 spots. Don't see that Illinois team in there, Mike. Do you?
No, we don't. Unfortunately for Missouri right now, they're in a tough spot. They're playing Alabama. They are at home. Alabama's coming off that loss to Auburn. I think we expect Alabama to bounce back. But here's what's odd. Missouri, that line is 1.5. Missouri, Alabama. Even at Missouri, I figured that'd be a little higher.
Alabama favored, correct?
Correct. Alabama slightly favored by barely. I'm shocked at that line.
What's that line tell you?
I don't know.
Overtime.
No, it tells me you got to hammer Alabama, I think, because Alabama should be favored by more, I think. So the fact you're getting them minus 120 or so in the money line, I mean, I figured you'd maybe get them minus,
all right,
3.5, 4.5.
4.5, maybe 3.5, 4.5, somewhere in there, even 5.5. I don't know. I'm surprised. I don't know. Maybe Missouri's getting a lot of respect here, but
let's put together a Stevie B parlay. All right.
Okay.
We got college basketball here. I'm going to start it off, and I'm going to take Mississippi State at home against Texas A&M on the money line.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. There's one play.
Okay.
Give me Florida minus 14.
Okay.
You guys talked me into it.
I knew you'd go with a Florida team.
Well, I mean, it's number 2 in the nation, and then they're playing against
but
an
you're not
unranked
getting 14. You're going 14.5.
Hard Rock is minus 14.
I don't care what Hard Rock is. It'll only give us one book. We need multiple books for a parlay. We got
Okay, so do I do an alt line?
No. Just leave it at that.
I could do minus 13.5.
Are you afraid that they're not going to cover the 14.5?
Well, I mean, it's plus 100, so it's screw it. I'll take it.
Just leave it there. It's all right. It's okay.
It's not okay. Every 0.5 matters.
Well, I realize that, but I want plenty of books for people. Maybe somebody's going to see this and bet it. And then if it wins, they make more money. But I guess if I gotta appease a guest on the show, I guess if anybody's going to get appeased, it'll be Tristan.
What was your play again? I forgot. No, seriously though, I forgot.
What was your play, Bob?
Mississippi State money line.
Oh, Mississippi State.
Mississippi State money line
versus Southern.
over A&M. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, they're at home. Did you not see where Mississippi State was ranked?
No, I get it, but yeah, I mean, I get it. A&M's hot right now, though.
All the more reason for them to cool down. All right. Okay. Let's take your 14.5 out of there and put the 13.5 in and lower our pay. That's
hey,
okay.
I mean, if you want to go 14, let's go 14.
Too late now. I've already. It's in.
I did do 14, Bob. It don't matter. I mean,
no,
huh?
I was going to do 14.5 because more books had 14.5.
Okay.
It's okay.
Well,
we got 13.5 in there. I'm waiting for a play from Mike.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're kind of in a similar spot as last night with that Arizona game potentially. You got Kansas losing 2 out of their last 3. They're coming off a bad loss. They're on the road against BYU. BYU's got a couple of nice wins in a row, but this really feels like a spot Kansas needs to bounce back. Even on the road, BYU a tough team, but I think Kansas can get the job done. To be safe for the parlay, we'll take plus 2.5. But just like last night, I'm not opposed to Kansas winning this game straight up and getting plus odds for them on the money line.
Okay.
And I get it. It's tough to win on the road, but I'm backing a team that's not that really, to me, Kansas, with Arizona winning last night in the Big 12 at Baylor, Kansas needs to continue to to win these games that they really should win. I mean, I think Kansas is truthfully a better team than BYU.
Plus 520 on Novig, plus 514 on Bet Rivers, Mississippi State. Money line, Florida minus 13.5 and Kansas plus 2.5. That's a Stevie B parlay. Since it's Taco Tuesday, Tristan, got any DFS plays out there for me?
I do, but they were for tomorrow.
That's all right.
Some esports, but let's see. I'm sure those lines have moved because they like to instant bump everything. It's just frustrating.
Do you like that, Steven? I'll take the wow as a positive.
I think we got some good games tonight. I like UConn. I think we get UConn. I think Kansas too. We'll see what happens. Couple of blue bloods.
$13 to win 82. So let's do it.
Yeah.
I mean, we're backing a couple of blue bloods here. Kansas and UConn, pretty rich basketball history with those two programs. I think, and blue's kind of one of their main colors in their uniforms. So we're backing one of the blue bloods, right?
And
both of them.
Florida. So Florida should be walking the park, in my opinion. But
yeah, I think Florida should win and cover that as well.
I want to throw this out here real quick. I have a 6-leg money line parlay in college basketball tonight. Here we go. Florida Gulf Coast, UConn, Ohio, Michigan State, North Florida, and Texas Tech. And I got that at plus 776 with a 20% profit boost on BetMGM.
Pretty solid.
That's approves of our parlay there. So good. So I got nothing else, guys. Hopefully Jabari will be here tomorrow night. We've got one NBA game tomorrow. Who is that? Mike? Lakers and
Hornets.
Oh boy.
Our new look Lakers. We get to see them in action.
And before we go any further, is Dalton Connect, who said it seemed kind of weird being back with the Lakers. Don't they have an opportunity to like put together some kind of crazy scheme with the talent that they have? I mean, with LeBron and Luka and Reeves and Connect, man, they could do some shit, couldn't they?
Could, but will they? So Kyrie and Luka had crazy chemistry and now won championship to show for it.
So, but they made it to the finals, okay?
Oh, wow.
It's not like, dude.
Doesn't matter. They didn't
not
win it.
Always about winning the champ. Do you know how many guys didn't win championships in their career? I mean, seriously. You know who one of them was?
Who?
Ted Williams. Considered the greatest baseball hitter of all time. Never won a championship.
Different.
But no, it's not.
No, a little bit. Yeah, I agree with that a little bit.
Hold on.
But here's the thing: we can't be judging Luka on how many rings he's won because he's fifth year in the league. I mean, he's Jordan didn't win a ring until how long was he in the so he's got time.
I mean, Dennis Savard, great hockey player for the Blackhawks, never won a championship. That doesn't mean you're not great.
I disagree, but we wouldn't be saying, "Oh, Tom Brady is great" if he hasn't won any rings.
Then I got one for you. Jared Allen, who just made the NFL Hall of Fame, would not be considered great, even though he was great, because he never won a ring.
Denver and Boston in the finals.
No.
Nuggets, Celtics.
Nope.
I can see that.
Okay.
I mean, look, I love the Thunder, and obviously Cleveland looks good in the East. Those are the two number one teams, but I don't think either of them are experienced enough quite yet. I mean, I love OKC and what they're doing, but I think it's going to be a similar situation like when Durant and Harden and Westbrook were there. They got the talent, no doubt about it. Not quite the experience yet. So I think the Nuggets.
You got it. You get the last word. How's that?
No, I do.
Who wants the last word?
Obviously going to be Bob.
Steven Batza gets the last word.
Jeez, to an independent. Yeah, I'm not sure for that.